Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, November 7th, 2022. Welcome to day 657. Earth is on track to see its fifth or sixth warmest year on record in 2022, with global average temperatures currently running at about 1.15 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average. In its latest State of the Global Climate report, the World Meteorological Organization said, quote, "We just had the 8 warmest years on record," calling the report a chronicle of climate chaos. The agency noted that the warming continues with accelerating sea level rise, record-breaking glacier melting, and extreme weather. Temperatures in Europe have increased at an average rate of 0.5 degrees Celsius per decade over the last 30 years, more than twice the global average. Meanwhile, the UN Secretary General António Guterres called for the creation of a climate solidarity pact between rich and poor nations to meet the Paris Climate Agreement's targets and limit the severity of global warming. Earth is losing, quote, "the fight of our lives," end quote, Guterres said during opening remarks at the annual UN climate conference known as COP27. He added, quote, "We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot on the accelerator. Humanity has a choice, cooperate or perish," end quote. Guterres called for China and the United States, the world's two largest polluters, to cooperate, saying they have a particular responsibility to join efforts to make this pact a reality. "This is our only hope of meeting our climate goals," end quote. Moving on, more than 41 million pre-election ballots have already been cast across 47 states, but Republicans in at least 3 battleground states have sued to disqualify thousands of mail-in ballots. In Pennsylvania, thousands of ballots have been set aside because the voter neglected to put a date on the outer envelope, while in Michigan, the Republican nominee for Secretary of State filed a lawsuit seeking to toss absentee ballots out that were not requested in person by Detroit voters. And in Wisconsin, some mail-in ballots won't be counted if the required witness address is not complete. Pre-election voting, however, has been ahead of 2018 levels in states where data is available for the last 3 cycles. In other news, a Russian oligarch known as Vladimir Putin's chef admitted that Russia interfered in the U.S. elections and would continue to do so. Quote, "Gentlemen, we have interfered, are interfering, and will interfere. Carefully, precisely, surgically, and in our own way as we know how to do," end quote, said Yevgeny Prigozhin. In 2018, Special Counsel Robert Mueller charged Prigozhin with conspiracy to defraud the United States for his role in financing the Internet Research Agency, the troll factory based out of St. Petersburg that used social media to spread fake news during the 2016 election. Researchers, meanwhile, have identified a series of new Russian information operations attempting to influence the U.S. election by criticizing Biden and other Democrats for supporting Ukraine's resistance to the Russian invasion. And finally, Trump is reportedly planning to announce his 2024 presidential campaign before Thanksgiving. 2 people from Trump's inner circle said he has specifically discussed a November 14th announcement. The Justice Department, meanwhile, is weighing whether a Trump candidacy would create the need for a special counsel to oversee the investigation into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his mishandling of national security documents, which he took from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. Some Republican aides and strategists say they expect Attorney General Merrick Garland to indict Trump in the next 60 to 90 days. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.